guys, this is Smriti. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome, and if you guys have already been subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. Today's video is going to be a short video, I think, because today we're going to review Huda Beauty's the newest bronzer, and this is known as the Soft Radiance Bronzing Powder. So apart from this, I also included me testing out Missha BB cream because yeah, I had to, and I also tested out the No Match Tuscana palette. So yeah, if you guys want to see the comparison of this bronzer and the review on all these products, then please keep on watching. So let's begin. The only thing that I have on my face is my brows and my lips. For my brows, I did use my Precisely My Brow by Benefit Cosmetics, and this is in the shade 3.5. And for my lips, I lined my lips with BFF3 from Colourpop, and I did Milani's Skin Fetish lipstick in the shade Tied Up. So let's dive right into Huda Beauty's new products. Now the first one is Glowish Multi-Dew Skin Tint, which I did not buy. And the main reason why I did not buy is I have a lot of people here on the face and I am very combo to oily skin. And that skin tint, when I saw the reviews on it, and even when Huda herself applied it on her face, it was super radiant, which would not work on my skin tone for sure. So I'm going to apply another skin tint, and that's from Missha. And this is the Missha Perfect Cover BB Cream in the shade number 27. This also has an SPF of 42 in it. So let's apply that. This is also a skin tint, like a BB cream-ish product. So let's do that. Let's apply it with a different brush. So first I'm just going to apply it on my skin and then brush it forward. It appears to be pretty light when you first apply it, but it just takes over your complexion, which is the best part I like about this BB cream. And this is pretty affordable, I would say. It's around $10. And the Huda Beauty's Glowish Multi-Dew Skin Tint is retailed at $37, and she has 13 shades in her line, which for a skin tint I would say it's okay, it's pretty good, I would say. Not like a Fenty Eavesdrop where she has like I don't know, like 35 shades or something like that. And I prefer Fenty's Eavesdrop over this one. I've personally not applied it, but with the looks of it, I generally do prefer a natural finish or a soft matte finish over a glowy finish, just because I am more of an acne prone skin. That definitely would not have worked for me. Now if someday I have like a perfect skin, I would try it. I would give it a try for sure. But I was mainly excited about their bronzers. Now I actually do not have anything from like Huda's complexion with me. So this is the first complexion product that I would try. I had once tried her foundation and that was like super heavy on my skin. So I was really excited about her skin tint, but when I saw that's like more of a radiant finish, I was like, oh no, not for me. But I think people with dry skin would really enjoy that. For my concealer, this is my Revlon's Photo Ready Candid Concealer in the shade 025 Creme Brulee. I'm just gonna apply a tiny little bit, I would say, and just go over with the same brush. Now let me just powder my face. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury's face powder. This is in the shade medium, and then we are going to dive right into the Glowish bronzer. She also did come with like a complexion brush, which is called the Glowish Airbrush Finish. Oh my god, it's a tongue twisting name. It's the Glowish Airbrush Finish Complexion Brush, and that mainly looks like this brush. So it's more like flared out on the bristle part and it's pinched on the ferrule, and it looks more like that, but even lighter packed. Like it's not as densely packed as this brush. It's more like feather like. I generally do not like those kind of products, especially for my complexion, I would say. So I totally wanted to skip over that. Oh, by the way, the brush also retailed at $31. Now let's move on finally to the bronzer. Now this is the Glowish Soft Radiance Bronzing Powder. Now it comes, the packaging is super simple. It comes in like this white cardboard box, very minimalistic, very I would say unlike Huda Beauty's like other products, which she like completely goes above and beyond the packaging, but this is very, you know, minimalistic for everyday use kind of a product. I really like it. The shade names are listed on the box itself, and the product looks like this. It comes in a plastic packaging, but doesn't seem cheap or anything. It's very lightweight. It's not heavy at all. The shade that I picked up is 03 Tan Light. I would not lie. When I got this product, I actually was expecting the pan to be more of a domed pan. I don't know, maybe because of this packaging, which is like raised over, but it is absolutely flat. So, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's beautiful to look at with the pattern that's going on. This retails at $31. The Glowish Soft Radiance Bronzing Powder is a radiance boosting bronzer that will instantly get you glowing. Beautifully buildable shades and so easy to use. It lends all the skin tones a natural looking tan, warming your complexion with luminosity. The light as air, non-powdery texture applies like silk and blends so seamlessly, we swear it feels like you're wearing nothing at all. So we'll test it out and see how it wears. I did wear this yesterday, I won't lie, and it did wear for the whole day. So I'm very excited about that, but I'm very excited to test it out on camera too. This comes in 5 universal shades according to her, and this particular one is the 3rd shade in the spectrum. She claims 12-hour wear, blurring velvet finish with a soft effect, duotone marble swirl design that can take you from a bronzed to contoured in a few swipes. Light as air, non-powdery formula, buildable and blendable. She also claims that this formula is fragrance-free and infused with good for skin ingredients, which includes plant-derived squalene, vitamin E, shea butter, red bell pepper extract, and rose oil. So let's just test it out. It is also vegan, fragrance-free, water and sweat-proof resistant. It's non-comedogenic, 100% recyclable, sulfate and paraben-free. Love all those claims. So let's test it out. So I'm just gonna do that. It picks up on the brush very nicely. And can you see? It instantly bronzes up, but it is very, very natural on the skin, which I absolutely love. It blends seamlessly on the skin too. Yesterday, I could not record. I really wanted to, but I was super busy. Yesterday was my husband's birthday. I had 2-3 calls to complete. Yeah, it just didn't work out. Oh my, I have so much hormonal acne happening. I cannot even. Now you'll see, this is like with one layer on the temples. I'm gonna build it up so that you guys can see if it's buildable or not. Hopefully this video is gonna be pretty short. But once I start talking, I cannot promise you that. See, even if you build it up, it doesn't go muddy or anything. It just gives such a beautiful bronze to the skin. I'm super happy with the shade that I picked up. And I'm pretty sure if I would have gone for like that 2nd shade, the medium shade, it would have been too light for me. Super silky soft, and I'm going to compare this bronzer to the other bronzers that I have in my collection so that you can see it compares to what formula and what shades. So that's how everything is looking so far. So again, this is the shade Tan Light. I love the way it all blended out. It's definitely a super matte bronzer. It doesn't have any radiance. It doesn't look like a flat matte on the skin, I would say. As you can see, I have not applied any highlighter or anything, but you can still see like a very skin-like sheen on the, but it appears to be super matte in the pan, but it is not like flat matte on your face, if you know what I mean. Now, let me just compare this bronzer to other shades that I have in my collection. It's truly a neutral bronzer, I would say. It's definitely not leaning towards a super gray bronzer, and it is not leaning towards like super warm bronzers. So I would just feel like you can definitely use this like a bronzer as well as a contour. It would give that effect on your skin. So these are the swatches of the comparison shades, I would say. So this is the Huda Beauty Tan Light Bronzer. Then we have Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Deep Bronzer. Then we have LYS No Limits Matte Bronzer in the shade Courage Tan. Then I think the most comparable shade is from Milani, and this is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in the shade 03 Suntan. And then we have NARS Laguna Bronzer. And finally, we do have Bahama Mama Bronzer from the Balm. And this is much more cool toned, I would say, as compared to rest of the shades. But the most comparable shades, I would say, for the Huda Beauty is Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. Now, if you ask me, is it like worth the price? I would say generally Huda Beauty is like a higher brand product. So for $31, I mean, is the bronzer good? Yes, it is. It is flawless on the skin. I cannot find any patchiness or any skipping on the skin. It blends over the foundation and the powdered face like super nicely. But I would say for $31, since the texture is also super similar to the Milani one, I would prefer the Milani one. But is it good? Yes, it is. So if you are looking for it, I don't think you will be disappointed at all. And especially the marbleized texture inside, now it's all gone because I swiped it, but the marbleized texture inside the bronzer really does help with like that, bringing the neutral tones out in the bronzer. So I would recommend it, I would say. So that's all for the bronzer review. I definitely did want to apply also another new product which is in my possession, and I've not applied it on camera. So I'm just quickly going to finish off my eyes using my Nomad's Tuscana palette. And this actually Coralie gave it to me, and I've not tested it out on camera. So I really wanted to do like a simple look, like maybe like a 2 shadow look. So let's begin. I'm going to dip into this shade. This is generally my like the easiest look that I go for, I would say. So I'm going to dip into this shade, which is Vino Noble. I think Vino Noble. And I'm gonna just apply that. Oh, super pigmented. Did not expect that. Oh man. Was going for a very simple look. But now we might have to do something else. I'm gonna put it underneath the eyes, all over the eyes. Let's just place it on the eyelid, and then we'll just soften out the edges. And once I blend it with the other shade, then I'll see if it is that blendable or not. But it seems super blendable because it's blending on my eyelids super nicely. I have become like a heavy hand. And right now I am rushing just because my husband is cutting my son's hair and I really don't want him to mess up his hair. So that's why I'm rushing. So next I'm going to take the shade. What is the shade? This one. I'm not going to pronounce this. Rinascimento, whatever. This yellow matte shade. I'm going to take that on the crease of my eye, I would say. I'm just going to blend it across. It's super blendable. Look at that. It's seamlessly blending. Wow, I like that. I'm actually going to mix this shade also with it, which is Kentusi. I have no idea, guys. Generally, I am the one who cuts kids' hair. And today, for the first time, my husband is attempting to cut his hair because I was telling, I think he should just go out and just cut his hair because my son's hair is super thick. Like unlike me, I have like super fine hair. So it's very difficult to cut his hair. My younger one has my hair. So it's pretty easy to cut his hair. My older one is 6-year-old and his hair is going just like out of control. So we'll see. I was cutting the hair since the whole shebang started. So it's been like 1 year now. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So this is exactly what I'm going to do today. For my highlighter, I'm just going to apply something super simple. And I'm going to take my Becca's Prosecco Pop highlighter. And then just apply that on my outer corners. Like my temples. Just blend it across and a little bit on the nose because we can't forget our nose. And then a tiny little bit on the inner corners. Now I'm just going to finish off my eyes with some liner and mascara. So for my liner and mascara, I used from Anastasia, and this is the Anastasia's liquid liner and their mascara. And that's my final look, and I'll update you guys on the screen as well as in the description box below how well it wears throughout the day. So that's all for today, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this short video. I don't know if it's short or long, but yeah, I hope it is short. I hope you really like this video, and if you did like it, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video.